Hello YouTube, Eugene here with a review on the Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger VX Keisatsu Sentai Patranger Double Henshin Juu DX VS Changer. Yes friends, let's go and take a look at both boxes. And clearly both boxes do state Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger VX Keisatsu Sentai Patranger right here. Right here it does say Double Henshin Juu DX VX Changer. This little icon does indicate we do have lights and sounds on with this changer. And right here this does indicate this is a Lupin Red set. And this one's the Patranger Ichigo set. And got nice shots on both boxes of the two teams. And clearly this little icon does indicate we do get the Super Sentai Data Cardes. So anyway, friends, just to save on time, I will not be showing the side of the box or the back of the boxes. So, alright friends, here it is, the VS Changer. And the VS Changer is the Lupinranger and Patranger's transformation device that is a big gun and they use it in combat, which is why it's a double Henshin gun in the toy standard. So the last Sentai that had a gun changer was in Kyuruger's with the Gabba revolver. And of course, Kyuruger's had the Judenchis as the gimmick. And now Lupinranger Patranger has the VS vehicle as the gimmick. And you'll see the gimmick a little later on in this review. So the collectible gimmick for this year is the VS vehicles, as I mentioned earlier when I was showing off the VS Changer. But also known as the Dial Fighters and the Trigger Machines, which is the Lupinranger and Patranger's mecha in a small size, but will grow to a big size when summoned. Reminds me of Go-Oners with the engine cast, but doesn't need a engine soul. So the Dial Fighters and the Trigger Machines are the reason the VS Changer functions. So take a look at the Red Dial Fighter, and friends, I'm going to go ahead and say this, you don't have to purchase the VS Changer to get the Red Dial Fighter. The Red Dial Fighter is also being sold individually, so figure I'll let you know on that. So you don't have to go stir crazy and get into VS Changers, or you can just get one VS Changer and you can go purchase, you know, a Red Dial Fighter from there. But anyway, well, the Red Dial Fighter is a nice red jet here, pretty much all nicely red here, more like a metallic red here. But also the funny thing about the Red Dial Fighter as a jet, he's got a hat, which is kind of funny here. He's got like a nice ring around the dial here. And of course, you can crank the dial. And anyway, well, right here, got some nice metallic blue here on the cockpit here. And right here, got some black going all the way down to the nose cone here. And then right here, he's got the metallic green shaped like an arrow, just pretty much to indicate what number you're at on the dial here. But I think that's a really cool thing they decided to do with the dial fighter, the Red Dial Fighter, have a hat, a jet with a hat on it. That's really cool. But anyway, the wing here got some orange here and some black here, and then got the Lupinranger emblem there. And then, you know, on the other wing got some orange and the black. On the bottom of the Red Dial Fighter, you can see we got the rail system now. We are back with the rail system once again. The last time we had the rail system was with the Tokyo Changer in Tokyuger's. So anyway, you can see got the number 005 and 2411719. Doesn't know if that mean anything. But anyway, right here got the connecting port for the Mecha. And so I'm going to go ahead now and turn the dial. And the nose cone will come down here. And so this is considered the attack mode to the Red Dial Fighter, having to face this way, but kind of like a cannon attack, I guess that's what it's going to have. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and fold up the wings here and reveal here, turning the dial, Lupin Kaiser's face. Now look how cool that face looks. It's a nice sculpt. Nice sculpt. So here we go with Trigger Machine Ichigo, and this is the one that comes with the VS Changer. So it can be sold individual, so I figure I'll let you know there. But anyway, but it has a mixture of a police car here and a racing formula right here, giving me a Pat Striker vibe from Deca Ranger. You can see with the white here and the red here. Got some black here in the front, and you know, some nice metallic blue here. And then right here on the side got 01 in orange here. And you can see there is the Patranger emblem right there. And right in the back it's got a trigger here. And you'll see that a little later on here. And like I said, here's the formula part. All around nice here and here. Pretty much got 01 again, but doesn't have the Patranger emblem here. Now when you do hit this trigger here, this front part will extend out, and this is considered the attack mode of Trigger Machine Ichigo. And so pretty much on wheels here. But when you do roll this, and I'm going to show this to you, as you can see, the center wheel spins part of the attack, but reason for that is whenever you spin the front wheels. So anyway, let's go ahead now. I'm going to fold this front piece down, and this is pretty much revealing to us Pat Kaiser's face. And look at that sculpt there. Really nice there. Really nice there. But I'm going to go ahead and close it up here and close it in. And here's the bottom of Trigger Machine Ichigo. Again, there are the rails here once again, for it to hit these switches on the VS Changer. And right here, it's got 0, 1, 2. And then on the top here, it's got 2, 4, 1, 1, 8, 1, 6. Like I said, I don't know if that means anything. And then here is the connecting port for the Mecha. So taking a look at the VS Changer, it's a pretty cool changer in my opinion, with the color scheme of white all around, and some orange here, and some black here, and more black here on this lever part here, and some transparent red here, more transparent red here and here. Got some nice silver here on the barrel of the changer. And on the back part, we're seeing more of the orange and more of the silver. But anyway, I did a comparison with the Gab Revolver and VS Changer. And the VS Changer is roughly the same size as the Gab Revolver. I also wish the handle on this changer here for sure was a little longer, kind of like the Gab Revolver. But I know, friends, it is what it is. It's a toy, and it's made to fit a child's hand. And the trigger right here is that nice red transparent color here, which is really nice here. But anyway, this part here reminds me of a airplane runway. And the reason why I say that, well, you could pretty much slide your VS vehicles here, and it clicks on real tight. So it pretty much looks like that airplane runway vibe. But anyway, to release the VS vehicle, you just hit this black button right here, and it slides out. And anyway, now the lever part here, I wasn't a fan of it at first, but it really has grown on me. But of course, this here is the unlocking mechanism for this part right here. So you can pretty much hold this, and you can rotate from top to its default to the bottom. So, and but like I said, I did wish they had a button like right here to unlock it instead of having this lever here. But it is what it is. But and taking a look right here on this part here, I like this part. This part's really nice right here. Got the buttons here for whenever you can click into VS vehicles, and right here you can see there are the switches where the rails will hit, which is a nice touch here too. And this is pretty much where the switches will, the rails will hit the switches, and they'll activate the sounds. So right here and all of here is where your lights will be coming from, and right here as well, and right here as well. And on the back of the changer here, here are your the speaker for your sounds, your on and off switch, and your battery compartment, which takes 2 AAA batteries. But an all around nice changer, friends. It really is. And I cannot wait to show you the sounds that come off of this changer, and pretty much the sounds that come off the 2 VS vehicles that we got with this changer. Alright, let's go ahead and do the sounds of the VS changer without the VS vehicles in it. And so right here, here's the on and off switch. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Let me give you a close up of the LEDs. So here we go. One more time. So now we'll go ahead and do some random firing noises. So here we go. Alright, and so now I'm going to go ahead and pull the lever here and pretty much rotate this platform from up, down, and its default. So let's go ahead and do up. That's the setting noise there. And let's go ahead and put it back to its default. like a powering down sound. And let's go ahead and have it face down. And there you have it. So let's put it back to its default. Now let's go ahead and do the sounds with the VS changer with the VS vehicles in them, and mainly the Henshin of the Lupinranger, Patranger, and the Mecha summoning between Lupinranger and Patranger. So let's go ahead and slide in the red dial fighter. So here we go. All right, let's crank it up. Cool. Now let's go ahead and flip up this platform.
Kaitou Change.
Well, you heard the man, friends. Let's go ahead and do it. Kaitou Change. Sweet, I like that. Lupinranger! And so anyway, the firing noises are a little different now. And I'll get a little closer here to where you can see the emblem of the Lupinranger. So here we go. So all around nice here, and I love that Henshin sound, I really do. And of course, you really don't have to input the Henshin code, which is 010, mainly for red. You can just crank it, and after that, it'll say the number of the Henshin code 010, which is really cool here. So now let's go ahead and do the Mecha summoning here for the Lupinranger. So here we go. More nice standing by sound. So let's go ahead and flip it up.
Get set. Ready?
Hit the trigger. Love that air horn. I really, really do. That is really cool. I'm glad they put that in this changer. I really do. And I do like how they go red, 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 red. I really do like that. But you know, once you rotate the platform back to its default, it'll return back to the same pattern. So let's go ahead and drop it out. And that's the sound it'll make. And so that's pretty much the Henshin with the Lupin. One thing I do want to point out, friends, is that there is no final attack on this changer whatsoever. Pretty much all we're getting on this changer is pretty much the Henshin and the Mecha summoning. And I kind of wish there was a little more sounds on this changer, but I'll take what they've given us. And pretty much I'm going to show you, this is pretty much the default for the Lupinrangers on how their VS vehicle is supposed to be set onto their VS changer. So that's pretty much how this is what this is supposed to look like. Now let's go ahead and do the Patranger Henshin and Mecha summoning with Trigger Machine Ichigo. So here we go. Ichigo. Oh, cool. I like that. So let's go ahead and have it face down now. Well, friends, you heard the man. Let's go ahead and do it. Keisatsu Change. Oh yeah, Patranger. And so the firing noises are different now, so let's listen to it. Really cool. And so let's get a little close-up of the emblem here. And pretty much, I'm going to be honest with you, the trigger function here has a little post that pops out when you hit the normal trigger of the VS changer. So, like for instance here, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, but this is the default mode for the Patrangers now with the VS changer and their VS vehicles, the way they're positioned. You know, the Lupinrangers had their on the very top, the Patrangers have their on the bottom. So now let's go ahead and do the Mecha summoning. So here we go. Love that standing by sound. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, I love the motif here, and I like hearing all that police sounds in the Henshin and the summoning of the Mecha. I really love that. But this changer here is really cool, especially what these VS vehicles are giving us. So now let's go ahead and slide them out. And that's pretty much all the sounds on this changer here. So let's flip this back up. And pretty much, like I said, that is it. And I said this earlier, and I'm going to say it again. There is no final attack. Just the Henshin and the Mecha summoning. Before I conclude, friends, I want to go ahead and show this to you. But this does come with the 2 VS changers. And so it's a nice little card. It's the Super Sentai Data Cardist. It's a nice card that has Lupin Red and Pat Red and Ichigo on it. And then here is the back. So it's a nice little thing they threw in and everything. And plus you get to keep this. And it's got a nice picture of the two red Senshis of our 42nd Sentai. So which is really cool here, you know. But anyway, well now friends, let's go ahead and conclude this review on the VS Changer. Well friends, my final thoughts on the VS Changer. I pretty much gave you all my input on how I feel about this changer, but once again, a very cool changer. It really is. And the one thing I'm thankful for this Sentai as well, that this changer for sure with the sounds. I'm so glad the volume is louder than it has been from past Sentais. Of course, the Jewel changer, the volume was very, very low. And then the Phaser Blaster from last year was an improvement, but this is the much improved. But anyway, but do I recommend this? Yes, I do. I will say this, I do love the gimmick that this Sentai has for us, the VS vehicles. I think it's really, really cool and pretty much giving us the Henshin for the modes for these 2 VS vehicles. And I will say this also, friends, I mean, you can get both VS changers. That's up to you. But I would highly recommend also you get, say, like, for instance, you want to get the Patorin Ichigo's VS changer. And just go ahead and buy the Red Dial Fighter individually. Go for it. So, all I can say is, friends, if you are a Lupinranger, Patranger fan, go pick this up. And so all I can say is good luck and happy hunting. And so my friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow my Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And make sure, friends, you have that bell icon to know if I want to upload a new video. And of course, my friends, this review on the Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger VS Keisatsu Sentai Patranger Double Henshin Juu DX VS Changer. I hope you enjoy. Well, my friends, I'm Eugene, and I'm signing out. And I hope you have a good day. And my friends, I most assuredly see you next time. Bye, my friends.